Now you ask, why is all this happening? Well, whether it's real or not, I quote world leaders, I quote top transhumanists, I quote top globalists, I quote the United Nations in my oft-quoted film, End Game, like the end of a chess game. End Game, Blueprint for Global Enslavement, free on YouTube. You can buy the DVD if you want to support us and have an archived copy and show friends and family, or rent out a local theater and show, get my authorization, get it on Access TV, whatever. Blueprint for Global Enslavement. And in the film, we end it explaining they're going to cut off everybody's resources, consolidate power, shut down manufacturing, where you can only get corporate elite jobs or government jobs, and then or be on welfare. Then they can social engineer you once they have control over you through that. Now that's their statements, not mine. Everything I said decades ago doesn't just come true because I have a Palantir crystal ball. I'm telling you what they said they do. Zbigniew Brzezinski wrote a best-selling book in the 70s admitting they shipped in the narcotics to America and laundered the money and run it all. Now they admit all that. But I mean, that was written the year I was born, 42 years ago. I just tell you what they openly admit. Now, the reason I say that is now it's finally in mainstream news today. London Guardian, artificial intelligence, Homo sapiens will be split into a handful of gods and the rest of us. And the rest of us will die. And as I've said many times with the globalist, it's like the Ghostbusters Part 1 where she says, "Are you a god?" And they say no. She goes, "Then die." You want to understand everything. The elite are very close to life extension technology, taking them so far into the future, 150 years old, 200 years, within a decade. They may already have the science. They're suppressing a lot of medical developments. I've been told this by top billionaires. It's leaked in the news. We're not in Kansas anymore, okay? Are they going to give 7.5 billion people that? No. And a lot of elitist wannabes and yuppies go, well, we shouldn't. You know, there's too many people. But you're not going to get it. You're not part of the global elite either. Do you understand that, dumbass? You're drinking fluoride. You're eating GMO. You're getting deadly vaccines pushed on you. Stop thinking you're elitist because you went to a university and bought into hating fellow humanity. We got to develop new technologies. We do have to industrialize countries. We can slow birth rates. I personally think we are overpopulated in some areas. Because if you have 7, 8 kids, yeah, then you got to have 7, 8 kids to support that. You need to have about 3 kids. Okay, I've looked at all the actuaries. I've had all the top experts on. Because some die of disease, car wrecks, whatever. Some don't have kids. You got to replace the 2 people that are there. Because we'll have a new dark ages in war if there's not enough people to support the old. And all the sociological anthropology numbers show that too. We've got to export people to space. We've got to export people to bad climates who want to go there. There's so many things we can do, but that's not being done. The decision's been done to set up a totalitarian world government, move everything over to robots to make humans obsolete. The elites will all go be on armored reservations while we're all basically soft-killed. Now, Alex Jones has been saying that for about 18 years. I didn't know about this my first 3 years on air. But now The Guardian says it in a big old thick 7-page article. You might want to go read it. And the reason they're getting into all this now is because the decisions have been made to do this. But getting into this article out of the London Guardian, this is the exact stuff I read from the United Nations and Ray Kurzweil, Google, and all of them, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 years ago. And this is their religion, it's their game plan, it's what they've adopted, it's where they're going. And they can rationalize that they're going to keep all the technology and power for themselves because they're the saviors of the planet. And because they got in control, it's social Darwinism, they deserve to be in control. They deserve to run this operation because the fact that they're in control is prima facie, or on its face, that they are the heir apparent to the world. Well, here's the deal. I want to try to warn the public. I want them to know what's going on. I want to just make fun of Alex Jones and have Bill Maher make a joke about it. But you might not end up being reassured. If you wanted relief from stories about tire factories and steel plants closing, you could try relaxing with a new 300-page report from Bank of America Merrill Lynch, which looks at the likely effects of robot revolution.